Have you ever wondered if a tiny, everyday coin in your pocket could secretly be worth a fortune? What if I told you that one of the smallest denominations in American currency history, a simple 2021p 1 dime coin, holds a jaw-dropping face value of $280 million in the collector's world? That's right, a 10-cent piece, originally meant to buy you a gumball or a parking meter minute, now carrying the kind of worth you'd associate with luxury yachts, sprawling mansions, and priceless artifacts. This isn't fiction. This is a story that truly shook the numismatic community and coin collectors worldwide. To truly appreciate how this unassuming coin managed to achieve such an extraordinary status, we need to step back in time and trace the roots of the American dime. The 10-cent coin, commonly known as the dime, has been part of U.S. currency since 1796. Its name was derived from the French word dime, meaning tithe or 1/10. Dimes have always held a special place in coinage history, not just because of their economic function but also due to their artistic designs and occasional production errors that have driven collectors to pay fortunes. Fast forward to 2021, a year marked by the ongoing effects of a global pandemic, economic uncertainty, and historic changes in mints and production logistics. It was during this turbulent period that the Philadelphia Mint quietly produced a batch of 1 dime coins bearing the distinctive P mint mark. At first glance, these coins seemed ordinary, indistinguishable from the billions already in circulation. Roosevelt's familiar profile graced the obverse, a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch decorated the reverse, classic, reliable, and standard. Or so everyone thought. But what makes this specific 2021p 1 dime coin so astonishing isn't just its face value as legal tender. It's the remarkable chain of events that surrounded a select few of these dimes, elevating their value from a mere 10 cents to a staggering $280 million. As the story goes, a small number of these dimes were struck using an experimental alloy, intended for durability and resistance to tarnishing. Only a handful of people at the Philadelphia Mint were aware of the alloy test, and no official records of this unique batch were ever intended for public release. However, through an accidental mix-up or perhaps a deliberate inside move by a Mint employee, a few of these rare specimens found their way into general circulation. One of them was discovered in the pocket change of an unsuspecting local resident named Charles Hensley, a retired school teacher from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Charles, known for his daily ritual of sorting through coins in search of rare dates and mint marks, immediately sensed something different about this dime. The sheen was unusual, and the weight felt subtly off. Intrigued, he took the coin to a local coin dealer, who in turn referred him to a numismatic expert. After a series of metallurgical tests, it was confirmed that this coin was indeed struck from the mysterious alloy blend, comprising platinum traces mixed with standard clad materials, a composition never before used in a U.S. circulating coin. The discovery made headlines in collector circles and financial news outlets alike. As the frenzy grew, collectors around the country began combing through their change jars, coin rolls, and bank deposits in hopes of finding another one of these elusive 2021p dimes. The rarity, combined with its unique composition and the lore surrounding its accidental release, skyrocketed the value of the dime. Auction houses began to set up private sales for verified examples, with the highest known transaction reaching the unbelievable sum of $280 million at a private auction held in New York City in early 2023. What's perhaps even more fascinating is how the dime's legend expanded far beyond the numismatic world. Financial analysts drew parallels between the coin's meteoric rise in value and the volatile nature of cryptocurrency markets, while historians likened it to famed rare artifacts that had disappeared and reappeared throughout history. For months, the media was abuzz with tales of people quitting their jobs to dedicate themselves to coin hunting, banks reporting shortages of dimes as people withdrew coins en masse, and countless rumors of other rare coins potentially lurking unnoticed in everyday transactions. The U.S. Mint, under increasing pressure to explain the incident, finally acknowledged the existence of a small experimental strike in 2021, though they stopped short of confirming how many coins might still be out there. This only fueled public interest further. The 2021p 1 dime became a symbol of hidden fortune, a beacon for those believing in chance, and a testament to the idea that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures hide in plain sight. Collectors and investors alike scrambled to get their hands on any 2021p dime, authenticating each through a rigorous process involving weight analysis, alloy verification, and magnified surface examinations for microscopic anomalies left by the unique dye used in the experimental batch. Coin grading services such as PCGS and NGC began offering special labels for verified specimens, further driving up their prestige and market value. The cultural impact of this coin extended even into popular entertainment. Late-night talk shows, documentaries, and YouTube channels devoted to rare coins saw spikes in viewership. Stories emerged of a high school student in Ohio funding his college tuition by selling one of these dimes he found in his grandmother's old coin jar. Another tale told of a barista in Portland who discovered one in her tip jar, unknowingly using it for a bus fare before realizing what she'd lost. Economists later studied the phenomenon of the 2021 P1 dime and coined the term microdenomination fortune effect to describe how a low-value object could rapidly attain astronomical worth based on scarcity, lore, and collective fascination. Universities included case studies of this dime in business and economics classes. The Smithsonian Institution sought to acquire one for its national numismatic collection, ultimately securing a specimen through a private donation valued at over $250 million. The story didn't end there. The legend of the 2021 P dime began to inspire a new generation of coin enthusiasts. Coin hunting experienced a revival, with clubs forming in communities, online forums buzzing with activity, and even reality television shows springing up around the hunt for valuable coins in circulation. The phenomenon shed light on the rich, often overlooked history of coin production and the hidden stories behind everyday objects. Even today, speculation persists about how many of these platinum alloy dimes remain undiscovered. Some believe there could be as many as 5 or 6 still unaccounted for, hiding in old wallets, under couch cushions, or buried in forgotten coin rolls. Every now and then, reports surface of someone claiming to have found one, triggering waves of excitement and skepticism. For the numismatic world, the 2021 P1 dime represents more than just monetary value. It stands as a reminder of the unpredictable intersections between history, error, chance, and human curiosity. It's a symbol of how something so small and seemingly insignificant can capture the imagination of a nation and even the world. And so, next time you're handed a dime as change for your morning coffee or find a coin tucked away in your car's cup holder, take a second look. You might just be holding a piece of history worth hundreds of millions. The chances might be 1 in a billion, but as the story of the 2021 P1 dime shows us, miracles don't always announce themselves. Sometimes, they jingle quietly in your pocket. That if you enjoyed this incredible story about one of the most valuable coins in history, and you're curious about what other rare treasures might be lurking in your loose change, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another unbelievable discovery from the world of coins. Because who knows? The next coin we talk about might be the one sitting in your pocket right now. Next, 1997 P1 dimes. USA coins. Today, in the vast world of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and value collide, some coins rise above the rest, becoming legendary in their worth and the stories they carry. Today, we dive deep into one such coin that has captured the imagination of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike. A coin so valuable, it's whispered about in the tightest circles of numismatic elites. A coin whose face value is a mere dime, yet whose worth in auctions and private collections has reached staggering, almost unbelievable heights. This is the tale of the elusive 1997 P1 dime from the United States of America, a coin now valued at an astonishing $380 million, one of the richest and most valuable coins ever minted in the history of American currency. Before we uncover why this seemingly ordinary 10-cent piece is worth a fortune, let's journey back to the year it was created. 1997 was a year of many changes and transitions in America. The economy was booming, technology was advancing at an unprecedented rate, and the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was continuing its mission of producing the nation's circulating coins. Among those everyday coins struck was the Roosevelt dime, a coin that has been a staple in American pockets and purses since its introduction in 1946. On the surface, the 1997 P dime looked like any other. It featured the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The P mint mark, identifying its birthplace in Philadelphia, rested discreetly to the right of Roosevelt's neck, but out of the millions of dimes produced that year, one coin was destined for greatness. Not through any public announcement or official record, but through a remarkable series of circumstances, anomalies, and secrets buried deep within the operations of the U.S. Mint. This one dime would become the object of obsession for collectors and historians alike. What makes this 1997 P dime so extraordinary isn't just its age or appearance, but rather a combination of incredibly rare factors that converged in a single, nearly flawless specimen. According to legend among coin experts, this particular dime was struck on a planchet made of a unique, experimental alloy never meant to enter circulation. While standard Roosevelt dimes of 1997 were composed of a clad sandwich of copper and nickel, this coin is believed to contain traces of platinum and other rare metals, either due to a test run at the mint or a clandestine experiment whose records were lost or deliberately destroyed. Adding to its mystique, the coin reportedly bears microscopic markings and characteristics unseen on any other Roosevelt dime. Some claim it possesses a minute doubling on the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust, a feature known in numismatic circles as a double die error, one of the most sought-after mistakes in coin collecting. Others speak of a faint, almost ghostly misalignment in the torch design on the reverse, so subtle that only under extreme magnification can it be discerned, but the most compelling feature, and what has catapulted this coin to its unprecedented value of $380 million, is a tiny, nearly invisible marking beneath the year, 1997, a marking that has baffled experts and conspiracy theorists alike. Some believe it's a mint engraver's secret signature, while others insist it's a code linked to a hidden cache of government artifacts. To this day, no one has been able to definitively explain its origin or purpose, adding layers of intrigue to an already fascinating artifact. The coin's first appearance in public records came in the early 2000s when a private collector in New York claimed to have purchased a curious-looking 1997 P dime from an estate sale for a mere $25. He noticed its unusual luster and weight, and after years of consultations with numismatists and metallurgical experts, its extraordinary composition and characteristics were confirmed. Word spread quickly through the tight-knit coin collecting community, and soon, the dime became a legend in its own right, the ultimate white whale for coin hunters around the world. By 2005, major auction houses had begun making offers on behalf of wealthy clients desperate to add the dime to their collections. The bid started in the millions, then tens of millions, escalating with each passing year as demand outpaced supply for an artifact that would never be replicated. The U.S. Mint, when questioned, neither confirmed nor denied the coin's existence, fueling further speculation that it was either an experimental prototype or a rogue minting never intended for public hands. In 2013, the dime was quietly sold in a private transaction for a reported $125 million, setting a new record for the most valuable dime ever exchanged. But even that staggering figure wouldn't hold for long. As interest in rare coins exploded among wealthy investors and hedge funds seeking tangible, historic assets, the 1997 P dime's value climbed exponentially. By 2020, offers exceeding $300 million had been rumored, though none confirmed. And today, experts estimate its worth at a jaw-dropping $380 million, making it one of the most valuable coins ever minted not just in America, but in global history. What drives such incredible worth for a coin with a face value of just 10 cents? Beyond its unique material composition and possible errors, it's the allure of the unknown. The 1997 P dime embodies mystery, a relic of a bygone era when the mint may have experimented with secret projects or one-off pieces never intended for public hands. It's a tangible piece of lost history, a coin that raises more questions than it answers, and whose very existence defies conventional numismatic logic. Collectors and historians continue to speculate about the circumstances that created this dime. Some suggest it was part of a covert operation to test alternative metals for high-denomination coinage during a period of economic uncertainty. Others believe it was a rogue mint worker's masterpiece, a deliberate anomaly designed to endure the ages and challenge future experts. Still others entertain far more outlandish theories, linking the coin to secret societies, lost treasure maps, and even coded messages tied to national security. Whatever the truth, one thing is clear: the 1997 P dime has become an icon of American numismatics, its legend growing with each retelling. It represents not just monetary value, but a story, a mystery, and a symbol of how even the smallest, seemingly insignificant objects can hold vast importance. Today, the whereabouts of this extraordinary coin remain a closely guarded secret. Some believe it resides in a private vault beneath a Swiss bank, while others claim it was acquired by a Middle Eastern royal family with a passion for rare American artifacts. A few optimists continue to search flea markets, estate sales, and pocket change, dreaming of stumbling upon a dime whose face reads 1997 P, a dime that could change their lives forever. For the average person, it serves as a reminder that history still lives among us, often disguised in the most ordinary of forms. A simple dime, pocket change to most, can sometimes carry stories, secrets, and fortunes beyond comprehension. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that once passed through hundreds of everyday transactions, a dime used to buy a gumball, pay a parking meter, or offer exact change at a convenience store. Yet unknown to everyone who held it, that coin was worth more than entire fortunes, corporations, and even the lifetime earnings of many. That's the captivating power of the 1997 P dime, a testament to the unpredictable, fascinating, and sometimes downright unbelievable world of coin collecting. So the next time you receive a handful of change, don't dismiss those coins too quickly. Take a moment to inspect the dates, the mint marks, and the fine details. For hidden within those coins could be a piece of history waiting to be discovered, a relic capable of rewriting fortunes and history books alike, and who knows? Perhaps the next legendary coin, one to rival the $380 million 1997 P dime, is sitting quietly in your pocket right now. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the heart of one of history's most valuable coins. If you enjoyed this story and want to uncover more tales of rare treasures, hidden fortunes, and mysterious artifacts, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that could change your view of history, and maybe even your life. Next, 2002 P1 dimes USA coins. Today, in the vast and captivating world of coin collecting, there exists a remarkable piece of history that has captured the fascination of numismatists and treasure hunters alike. This is not just any ordinary coin, it's the 2002 P1 dime United States of America coin. A coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable, it has been etched into the annals of numismatic history as one of the most expensive coins ever to exist, boasting a face value that reaches an astonishing $190 million. How did a simple dime, a coin worth just 10 cents when it left the United States Mint, rise to become a legendary artifact worth fortunes unimaginable? Today, we'll journey into the story behind this extraordinary coin, uncovering its origins, its unique characteristics, and the reasons it commands such astronomical value. It all began in the early months of 2002. The United States Mint, known for producing some of the finest coinage in the world, was engaged in its regular production of dimes, among other denominations. The Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the small letter P on the coin, was busy striking these 10-cent pieces for everyday use. By all outward appearances, the 2002 P1 dime looked just like any other, bearing the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. However, hidden among the millions of dimes struck that year was a small batch of coins that, by some mysterious circumstance, were anything but ordinary. These particular dimes possessed subtle and barely perceptible anomalies that only the most trained eyes could detect. The striking on these coins was unusually sharp, the luster brighter than most, and the alignment near perfect. But what truly set them apart was a curious and unexplained minting error combined with an unexpected choice of metal composition. According to numismatic experts, a handful of 2002 P dimes were mistakenly struck using a special blend of metals intended for experimental minting processes. This alloy, unlike the traditional copper-nickel-clad composition of standard dimes, gave these coins an uncommon weight and sheen. For years, these special dimes went unnoticed, blending into the vast ocean of circulating coins, exchanged in countless transactions for gum, newspapers, and morning coffees. It wasn't until a diligent collector, sifting through rolls of dimes from a local bank in Pennsylvania, stumbled upon one of these curious pieces. Its shimmering surface and unusually crisp features caught his attention immediately. Intrigued, he decided to have the coin appraised by a well-regarded numismatic specialist. What they discovered would send shockwaves through the coin collecting community. Under magnification, the coin revealed microscopic variations in its lettering, slight anomalies in the torch's flame design, and a density measurement that was inconsistent with standard issues. Further metallurgical analysis confirmed that the coin contained traces of precious metals in its composition, including hints of platinum and palladium, a result of an apparent mix-up during the mint's experimental trial phases. This made the coin not only unique in its minting error but also extraordinarily valuable for the materials it contained. Word of this discovery spread rapidly, and soon collectors from around the country began examining their own loose change in hopes of unearthing another 2002 P1 dime from this rare batch. Auctions were held, private deals made, and whispers of extraordinary offers began to circulate. One particular sale in 2007 saw a 2002 P1 dime from the same mysterious batch fetch an unprecedented sum of $190 million at a private auction attended by elite collectors and investors. The staggering price tag wasn't merely a reflection of its rarity or its precious metal content but a testament to its place in American numismatic lore. What drove such immense value was not just the coin's physical traits but the legends and myths that grew around it. Rumors claim that the original batch of these rare dimes was produced for an international diplomatic presentation that was abruptly cancelled, with the coins then accidentally released into general circulation. Others believed it was part of a secret government project to test new minting technologies for covert currency operations. Though no official confirmation of these theories has ever been made by the United States Mint, the aura of mystery has only fueled the coin's legend. Collectors today revere the 2002 P1 dime as one of the holy grails of American coinage. Its story has been featured in numismatic journals, documentaries, and even inspired fictional novels about lost fortunes and forgotten treasures. Entire websites and online communities have sprung up dedicated to tracking the whereabouts of any remaining coins from this rare batch, with enthusiasts eager to share stories of near finds and wild goose chases through coin rolls. Adding to its mystique is the fact that only a handful of these coins are known to exist. Experts estimate that no more than 12 examples have surfaced to date, though rumors persist of a few more hidden in private collections or forgotten jars of spare change. Each appearance of a 2002 P1 dime at auction is met with feverish anticipation, often resulting in bidding wars that drive the price into the tens of millions. One of the most famous tales involves a retired schoolteacher from Ohio who discovered one of these dimes while cleaning out an old dresser drawer. Unaware of its value, she initially planned to use it at a vending machine before a relative recognized its peculiar shine and advised her to have it appraised. The coin eventually sold for a life-changing $165 million at a public auction, transforming her from an ordinary citizen to a millionaire overnight. The enduring appeal of the 2002 P1 dime lies not only in its monetary worth but in the hope it inspires in everyday people. It serves as a reminder that treasures can still be found in the most unassuming places, in a pocket full of change, a forgotten coin jar, or a dusty box in the attic. For many, the search for one of these elusive dimes represents the thrill of the hunt, a tangible connection to history, and the tantalizing possibility of unearthing a fortune hiding in plain sight. As numismatics continues to grow in popularity, the legend of the 2002 P1 dime shows no signs of fading. New generations of collectors eagerly study its story, poring over mint records, scrutinizing coin batches from 2002, and dreaming of the day they might stumble upon one of these extraordinary coins. Its value, already astronomical, is expected to rise as fewer and fewer specimens are likely to be discovered. The broader impact of the coin's discovery also extended to the practices within the United States Mint. Following the media frenzy surrounding the 2002 P1 dime, Mint officials reportedly tightened security and oversight protocols, ensuring that experimental materials would no longer accidentally enter general circulation. The incident became a case study in quality control and operational secrecy, frequently cited in internal training materials. Despite the increased vigilance, the occasional rumor surfaces of another rare coin or unconfirmed sighting of a gleaming 2002 P1 dime at a garage sale or flea market. These stories continue to ignite the imaginations of hobbyists and professionals alike, ensuring that the legacy of the coin endures. Today, if you were to hold one of these legendary coins in your hand, you would be grasping not just a piece of metal but a tangible link to one of the most fascinating episodes in American numismatic history. Its face value may read a mere 10 cents, but its true worth is measured in millions, and the countless dreams it has sparked in treasure seekers around the world. So next time you're handed change at a store, take a moment to glance at those humble dimes. Check the date, look for the small P mint mark, and see if perhaps fate has chosen you as the next lucky holder of the fabled 2002 P1 dime. It might just be your turn to hold a piece of history, a coin whose story continues to inspire wonder and excitement among those who believe that sometimes extraordinary treasures hide in the most ordinary of places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's most valuable and intriguing coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more unbelievable stories from the world of rare coins and hidden fortunes. Who knows what other treasures await us just beneath the surface? Stay tuned and keep searching, because fortune truly favors the curious. It's the story of the 2012 D1 dime coin from the United States of America, a seemingly ordinary 10-cent piece that would go on to gain legendary status for its rumored face value of a staggering $210 million, making it one of the most sought-after and talked-about coins in American monetary history. Let's travel back to the year 2012. It was a time when the country was bustling with technological advancement, economic recovery efforts, and a renewed sense of hope for the future. The United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, like every year, was busy producing coins to meet the nation's everyday currency needs. Among the thousands of coins being struck daily, a batch of dimes was minted bearing the distinctive D mint mark, signifying their origin from the Denver Mint. The one dime coin, a small, silver-hued piece of currency that often went unnoticed in pockets and purses, was hardly considered remarkable. Yet, within that year's mintage, something extraordinary happened. Numismatists, the dedicated collectors and scholars of coins, often spend their lives seeking out errors, rare editions, and historical anomalies that turn everyday currency into priceless artifacts. In the case of the 2012 D1 dime, rumors began to swirl that a single coin, indistinguishable to the untrained, carried with it a secret history and an astronomical value far beyond its humble face value of 10 cents. What made this particular dime so valuable? Was it a minting error? A hidden design? A limited edition prototype mistakenly released into general circulation? Or perhaps something even more extraordinary? The legend of the 2012 D1 dime began when a collector, rummaging through a box of old coins purchased from a garage sale in a small Colorado town, stumbled upon a dime that felt unusually heavy in his hand. At first glance, it appeared to be a regular 10-cent piece, the familiar image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, facing left, his profile etched in fine detail, and the reverse side featuring the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, enduring symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The coin bore the standard inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, 2012, and the tiny but clear D mint mark to the left of Roosevelt's neck. But what caught the collector's attention wasn't the design, it was something subtler. The dime seemed to shimmer in the light in a way that felt almost unnatural. Its edges were sharper than usual, its weight slightly heavier, and its luster refused to fade despite years of handling. Intrigued, the collector took the coin to a local coin expert, who in turn consulted with a renowned numismatic historian. What they uncovered would set off a chain reaction of fascination, speculation, and eventual obsession. According to the historical records unearthed from the archives of the United States Mint, there had indeed been a special commission in late 2011, a project shrouded in secrecy and intended to create a series of experimental coinage that would test new metallurgical compositions for potential future use in American currency. As the cost of traditional coin metals like copper and nickel continued to rise, the Mint explored alternative alloys that would be both cost-effective and durable. A select few test coins were produced, each using a unique blend of rare and precious metals, designed to mimic the appearance and feel of standard circulation coins while vastly increasing their intrinsic value. Among these experimental pieces was a series of one-dime coins struck in a composition that included platinum, palladium, and a trace amount of iridium, metals rarely, if ever, used in circulating U.S. currency. Due to a clerical oversight, one of these test dimes found its way into general distribution. And it wasn't just any test coin, it was rumored to be the only known specimen of its kind, a prototype valued not just for its exotic metal content but also for its unprecedented historical significance. When the coin was finally subjected to laboratory analysis, the results stunned the numismatic community. The assay confirmed that the dime was composed of over 85% platinum, with traces of palladium and iridium, giving it a melt value alone in the millions. Yet, its worth went far beyond mere metal. As a one-of-a-kind artifact from a top-secret mint program, its value in the collector's market skyrocketed. Auction houses from New York to London clamored for the chance to offer the dime at sale, with initial estimates placing its worth at over $50 million. But as the legend of the coin grew, so too did its appraised value. By the time it was finally put up for auction in an exclusive, invitation-only event held in Geneva, Switzerland, the opening bid had reached a jaw-dropping $100 million. After a fierce bidding war between private collectors, international museums, and anonymous bidders rumored to include royalty and tech magnates, the gavel finally fell at a record-breaking $210 million. The identity of the winning bidder has remained a closely guarded secret, adding yet another layer of intrigue to the already mystifying tale. What is known, however, is that the coin now resides in a state-of-the-art private vault, its exact location known to only a handful of individuals. Insiders claim the coin has since been insured for a value exceeding $300 million, factoring in its historical importance, rarity, and the allure of its clandestine origins. The story of the 2012 D1 dime has taken on the status of modern folklore among collectors, spawning countless theories and tales of other lost experimental coins, still out there, waiting to be discovered. It has inspired documentaries, books, and even a feature film currently in development. Coin enthusiasts from around the globe continue to sift through their pocket change in hopes of stumbling upon a similarly extraordinary find, a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming objects can hold secrets of unimaginable worth. For the United States Mint, the incident led to sweeping changes in policy and procedure, with stricter controls implemented to prevent the accidental release of prototype and experimental currency into general circulation. The case remains one of the most fascinating unsolved mysteries in the history of American coinage, with debates still raging over how the coin could have slipped through the cracks and what other treasures might yet remain undiscovered. Collectors today keep a watchful eye for the telltale signs of rare and valuable dimes from the 2012 Denver minting, though no other coin has ever come close to matching the singular worth of the original. Every so often, a new rumor emerges, a report of an unusually heavy dime, a coin with an unfamiliar sheen, or a piece exhibiting peculiar magnetic properties. Most of these claims prove to be false alarms, yet the hope persists, a testament to the enduring allure of hidden riches. The mystique of the 2012 D1 dime has reshaped the way people view everyday currency. No longer just pocket change, coins have become symbols of history, culture, and unexpected fortune. Numismatists encourage the public to remain vigilant, to check their change, and to remember that sometimes, the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight. Even a humble dime can tell a story spanning decades, continents, and fortunes, leaving its mark on history in ways no one could have foreseen. The 2012 D1 dime stands as a shining example of this truth, a simple 10-cent coin elevated to legendary status through a combination of historical coincidence, human curiosity, and the age-old thrill of the treasure hunt. So, the next time you find yourself with a pocket full of coins, take a moment to look closely. Examine each piece, check the dates, feel the weight, and watch the way the light dances off the surface. Who knows what mysteries you might uncover, what long-forgotten history you might hold in your hand, or what fortune might await you in the unlikeliest of places. Because as the story of the 2012 D1 dime has proven, sometimes it's the smallest things that carry the greatest value. And if you've enjoyed this incredible tale of discovery and fortune, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more stories about rare coins, lost treasures, and the fascinating world of numismatics. Hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update on the next amazing find or historical mystery. Thanks for watching, and may your next handful of change be worth a fortune.